Let's talk about how to overcome anxiety and stress in our business. Now, obviously, there is a lot that we could talk about on this topic, but I want to share one simple practice that has served me and my clients very well. And if you are a female entrepreneur who wants to feel like she can crush her goals, not her soul, be sure to also hit that subscribe button. What's happening, Boss Lady? My name is Tara Wagner, your belief breakthrough coach. I teach female entrepreneurs who are struggling with that work-life balancing act how to overcome things like overwhelm or imposter syndrome so they can finally execute on all those plans and ideas they have and scale their business without scaling their stress. And we're going to talk about how to overcome anxiety and stress, particularly in our businesses. Now, whether it's in relation to deadlines or conflicts or a financial punch to the gut, we can't control what's going on around us, but we do have the ability to learn how to control what's happening within us. You can actually train your brain how to respond to anxiety or stress or overwhelm or fear or frustration or anger or whatever it might be if you know how to practice the right things in the right ways at the right times. And the strategy I'm going to teach you is really effective at helping you to establish these new habits. And what I love about it is that it's something that you can do both in the moment when that anxiety and stress is coming up, as well as proactively, either before the moment, outside of the moment, but maybe even after the moment so that you can learn from the experience and move forward with a new understanding. In fact, if you're really struggling with a lot of anxiety and stress right now, I want you to create a daily practice with what I'm about to teach you so that you can start retraining your brain on a consistent basis. It only takes a few minutes, but it is very effective. The example I'm going to use to illustrate this practice is not business related, but it is fresh, it was recent, and it is a perfect example of just how well this practice works in a very high stress situation, both proactively and in the moment. It's actually an example from my mom's recent brain surgery. There are 3 steps you're going to use, either proactively, like I did in this situation, or in the moment as the anxiety and stress comes up for you, like it was for my mom as she was being wheeled back into the OR. Step number 1 is to choose your emotion. How do you want to feel instead of anxious or stressed? Choose just one word, a single word emotion to embody the experience you want to have instead. Write it down or say it out loud. In this example, ahead of time, I was doing this in a journal and I was writing down how I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel calm. I also had some other words with mine. I wanted to feel present. I wanted to feel positive. I wanted to feel hopeful. There was a lot that came up, and that's okay if that comes up for you too, but I still want them to be just single words to describe how it is you want to feel, not a big long example or I want to feel like, I want to feel as if. I just want you to narrow down on the emotions that you want to experience instead of anxious or stressed. In my mom's example, as she was about to be wheeled back into the OR, we had the same thing. All of the anxiety and stress started to come up, obviously, for natural reasons. And I asked her, how do you want to feel instead? And the word that she was able to immediately grasp onto was gratitude. So what is that word for you? Drop me a comment below and let me know, how do you want to feel instead of anxious or stressed? Step number 2 is to describe it. What does that one emotion or word feel like or look like? Where do you feel it in your body? How do you stand when you feel that way? What do you say? What thoughts do you think? What do you not do? What do you do instead? What's your body language? What's your facial expression? Really get detailed in picturing what this emotion looks and feels like. Now, I did this ahead of time in a journal, which is one way that you can practice this throughout the day. You can also just simply ask yourself these questions and think and meditate on them. In the moment with my mom, we were just able to go through these questions very quickly and she was able to answer them. You're doing this because it leads into step number 3, which is to actually do and practice these things. There's a quote by Joan Baez that says, "Action is the antidote to despair." If we can move ourselves into doing instead of just thinking and feeling, we move ourselves out of the anxiety and stress that we might be experiencing. So stand up. Say these things out loud, move around, create some action behind them. If you have determined that your face would be smiling, smile. If your shoulders would be relaxed, relax them. If you would be sitting back with your feet up on the desk, sit back with your feet up on the desk. If you would be getting up and talking to people and moving around, get up and move around and call somebody on the phone. Do the things that you have just described will put you into the emotion that you want to be experiencing instead. Now, here's the thing about this. This isn't La La Land. We're not making this stuff up. We're not creating an alternate reality. I don't want you to be like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing these things at all. I wouldn't be worrying about this stuff. I don't want you to describe something outside of the reality of what is. What I want you to be describing is, in this moment, given these circumstances, how do I want to feel? How do I want to be able to handle them? And how would I handle them if I were in my ideal self? If I were in my healthiest place? What would I say? What would I do? Those are the things that I want you to practice. Not pretending like this stuff isn't real, but asking yourself, given these circumstances, how would I show up if I knew that I could manage this? If I knew I felt great, if I had the confidence, if I felt gratitude. In my practice, doing this proactively in a journal, I was able to determine how I wanted to be sitting, standing, talking to the nurses, what I wanted to be doing while my mom was in the OR, which was going into the meditation room and just thinking about love and gratitude and picturing her surgery go well. For my mom, in the moment, she was able to say, I would be smiling, my shoulders would be relaxed. And the coolest thing happened as she was being wheeled away. I still get emotional thinking about it. She turned to the doctor. I think she even put her hand on his hand and said, "I am so grateful for you." That is a powerful experience to turn all of that fear and anxiety that a person feels into love and gratitude in that moment. Now, to help you to practice these things without having to watch this video over and over again, I created a really simple printout that you can download and take these questions with you to practice them either in a journal throughout your day or in the middle of all of that anxiety and stress. You can grab the link to that below this video. It's absolutely free, and I hope that it really serves you. Now, what do you want to be feeling right now instead of anxiety or stress? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to download that little printable, give this video a thumbs up, share it with other female entrepreneurs, and if you are a female entrepreneur, please hit that subscribe button, and let's keep talking about how you can crush your goals, not your ever-loving soul. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.